What's happening, Magnus? I'm sitting on the throne of thought to answer your question as the Magnusite movement marches forward to 1 million subscribers. Now, I have a new question from a young brother, young Magnusite. Let's see what he has to say. Says, help. Hey Tyrone, I sent you this on Facebook already because I didn't know how to contact you, but I'm here now and I have a question. I am not too good at relationships, and I am in one now with a girl that I've known since freshman year in high school until we had a bad falling out. I'm 20 years old and in college, and we got together about 6 or 7 months ago, and I care for her deeply, but sometimes I feel as though she doesn't assert herself as my girlfriend, mostly when I ask her opinion about things, and she's really not an expressive person, mostly not opening up to me. A couple of days ago I asked her if I was wasting my time. Bad idea. And now we're on the verge of a breakup. She claims she cares about me equally, but sometimes I don't see it. What kind of advice could you give me about this situation, and could we maybe come back from it? Sarah's opinion would be greatly appreciated as well, because she's a woman. Keep up the good work on the videos. Woo! Nameless as well, please. Well, Sarah ain't here, so you can't have her do it, but I know what Sarah would say. I'm going to tell you something. You are making the mistake that a lot of couples make. A lot of couples that have been together a while, a lot of couples that have been together only a few months. And you make the mistake in believing that everyone does or should love you the way you love them. Everyone loves differently. For example, the basic, the 101, love 101 is that men love big presents while women love the little things. So a little note here, a card, a flower, just saying I love you, you look beautiful, your hair looks great. All that stuff matters to women. Don't mean a damn to us. You buy us a new flat screen TV means way more to us than you say, hey, I like your haircut. Here's a card to say I love you. Hey, that's great, honey, but when you show it with a brand new flat screen TV or PS4 or the new Jordans, or a new lawnmower, a tractor, a snowblower, a saw, okay? These are all things that men love, tools. All that stuff, that is how we want to be loved, because till this day, the best present Sarah ever got me was the World Heavyweight Championship belt. I can hold that up and be proud. Cost her like almost $400. But it was the best present she has ever gotten me, ever. Some of the shit she's got me to this day, I can't remember. But I bet you this, she can remember every little card that I bought her, every time I brought her flowers, all these little things that I've done for her, little stuffed animals that only cost me a couple of dollars to buy her. She remembers all that shit. All the little, you know, I love you, holding your hand, kissing your hand, all that stuff. So what I'm trying to tell you is that your girlfriend said that she loves you equally, but you don't see it. And you don't see it because she loves you differently than you are loving her. Okay, while love is also an idea, love is an action word. It is a verb. It's how people show and express it. So maybe you might have to get used to or start noticing what she does to show you that she loves you. Now, just because she's not as expressive does not mean that she doesn't love you. Like Sarah had told me, like her grandfather that passed away, he was very hard, stern individual. controlling individual, iron fist. But when his wife was dying, he took care of her and did every single thing that she needed. See, a lot of times people have a harder exterior, or maybe, and they're maybe more introverted, drawn in, they just don't express, they're not outwardly as expressive as you are. But, like I said, this man that appeared to have this hard exterior, she told me, if you needed anything, he was there. And as you see, even with his wife, he was there. You know, that's how a lot of people are. They're just not outwardly expressive, and you are. And because you're not getting it from her, you're not. And I get it. Like Sarah is more physically expressive, you know, of her affection than I am. You know, now I'm still physically expressive, but not as much as her. You know, so you know, for a while with us, it was a trial because you know she would think that I didn't love her as much. But I put myself out there in so many other respects and did so many other things for her. But she didn't see it because what she was wanting was just the holding of the hands and all that stuff to show her that I loved her. So now you're on the verge of a breakup because she took that as an insult with you saying, hey, like, am I wasting my time? You got what I'm saying, man? That's a boot to the face when you feel as though you love somebody equally, but they just don't see it. So if I were you, I would apologize and say, listen, I'm sorry. You apparently love me in a different way. You express your love for me in a different way than I do for you. And I was looking for the same, and I apologize for not, you know, seeing that you love me just as much. I know now that you do. And, you know, maybe you want to talk about it. Like, see, when I want to show love, I do this and I do that and I do this. Tell me, how do you show, what have I been missing? And I'm sorry that I missed it. You know, I just realized that this is something men and women do. People just do differently, you know. And just see what she says, you know, and start to notice those things, you know. Let her know that, you know, you're sorry for not knowing, and that you cherish every moment with her, and you love her, and you cherish her expressions of love. And, you know, I mean, if there's certain things you need, like, hey, but I really do like to have stimulating conversations with you. You know, can you just, you know, try to, you know, respond, you know, because I'm trying to get a dialogue going here, you know. Let her know what your needs are. Just not in an abrasive manner, and I think that'll work, you know. You know, relationships are about compromise, you know. I'm not saying you're all wrong. I'm just saying I think you may have jumped the gun, because for her to say that, and then now you're on the verge of a breakup, she was offended. She was hurt. Some people might say, well, nah, maybe she was just, maybe she's trying to get rid of him. That's why, you know, apparently this is something that's been going on for a while. And I think if she's always been like this, you've just been letting it go for a long time. And now you're finally just getting fed up with it. You know, and that's what people do in relationships. They let problems go too long without addressing them. It's best to confront them up front when you get a chance, so that's not something that you have to handle later on down the road when you're married or engaged or something, or have a child or something like that. Now you're connected, and there ain't no breaking that connection. If you're a good father or mother, that is. All right, man, I hope I helped you out. 1 million subscribers. Woo!